Luka Doncic, a 6'7" Slovenian point guard, is gaining momentum again in his quest to be remembered as the greatest when his promising NBA career ends. As astounding as it is how quickly he has developed into such a fantastic player are the names of the guys he's being praised alongside and ahead of. Undoubtedly, the thrilling victory his Dallas Mavericks had over the Phoenix Suns in Game 7 of the 2022 playoffs was only the start of incredible things to come. Why does Luka Doncic play like such a great player? Doncic has almost entirely developed his offensive skill set since joining the NBA, and he is incredibly large for the position he plays. In addition to having skills that are comparable to those of LeBron James, James Harden, and Larry Bird, he has also shown a tendency to succeed, which has drawn parallels to these players on several occasions. He plays the game like a seasoned player because he has one of the highest basketball IQs in the NBA. When Doncic entered the NBA in 2018, he was one of the most anticipated young European players at the age of only 19 years old. After being selected by the Atlanta Hawks with the 3rd overall selection in the 2018 draft, Doncic was not your usual rookie. He was eventually traded to the Dallas Mavericks in exchange for Trae Young's draft rights and protected first-round pick in 2019. He did not spend his formative years playing NCAA basketball, in contrast to most of his colleagues. He was one of the top players in the 2017 Eurobasket, helping Slovenia win its first national title, even though he was just 18 years old. In addition, he was selected as the MVP of Real Madrid's 2017-18 campaign in Liga ACB, maybe the second-best basketball league in the world, in Spain. When he hit the court for the first time in a Mavs uniform, he was maybe the most prepared rookie the NBA had ever seen. Not surprisingly, at the end of his rookie season with the Mavericks, he won the NBA First of the Year title 3 times. In just his second game as a starter, Doncic scored 26 points and pulled down 6 rebounds to help the Mavericks defeat the Minnesota Timberwolves 140-136, making history as the team's youngest 20-point scorer. After 9 days, Doncic raised the ante in the Mavericks matchup with the Spurs, scoring 31 points and pulling down 8 rebounds to tie the record for his first 30-point game in the NBA. Doncic, who is only 19 years and 328 days old, became the youngest player in NBA history to register a triple-double. When he achieved the same feat, Markelle Fultz was only 10 days older than him. Despite shattering many records in his first 2 seasons, he has received a lot of recognition for his playmaking and basketball knowledge. He is viewed as a complete player because of his ability to score, assist, rebound, and defend. Actually, according to the December 18, 2020 NBA 2020-21 GM survey, Doncic, with 21% of the vote, was rated second, only to Giannis Antetokounmpo, 32%, in terms of popularity. Perhaps even more impressive is his tie with Antetokounmpo at 43%, the player general managers would start their whole team with. His ability to compete with the best and most experienced players in the league is what makes him such an intriguing player. He scored 41 points in the Mavericks' victory over Houston as opposed to James Harden's 32, which was the previous MVP and scoring leader. He's done this against stars like James Harden and LeBron James. The Mavericks are surviving in the end because of the combination of Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic, who is among the finest in the NBA, has performed at his best during pivotal occasions this season. They lead the league in clutch circumstances, which is characterized as a scoring differential of 5 points or fewer with 5 minutes left in a game. Much like the Dallas Mavericks, who are 6-0 in this category, the Mavericks seem to be improving in the first full season of Doncic and Wade's on-court collaboration with Kyrie Irving, despite the small sample size. The previous season, the Mavericks struggled during crucial moments, finishing 6-15, following Irving's inclusion in the starting lineup as a result of the Brooklyn trade. The team missed out on the postseason. According to Mavericks coach Jason Kidd, they simply needed more time to work out their differences. Now they appear on the same page. It's an easy thing when you have 77, Doncic, and 11, Irving, said Kidd in reference to pivotal moments. We talked about the year prior. We wanted things to happen right away, but you have to go through the growing pains and get to know each other first. However, everyone is pretty at ease because we've practiced in-game circumstances a lot. It says a lot about the point guard that the excitement around the James Harden trade and Victor Wembanyama has eclipsed Doncic's play, which looks to be even more explosive than before. Maybe even more impressive than his computerized equivalent, the NBA 2K, The 24-year-old Slovenian is behaving quite Luka. Each game, Doncic is on the verge of recording a triple-double, continuing with the idea that it's never too early to talk about the league MVP award. FanDuel Sportsbook indicates that Doncic's odds are somewhat lower than those of his friend and two-time NBA MVP Nikola Jokic of the Denver Nuggets. It's always nice to play against him, Jokic said the week prior, following his team's 125-114 victory against the Mavericks. He's a really good player. He is unique. He is the one running the show. He is incredibly flexible. Doncic is ranked third among 7 players who have accrued 20 or more clutch points this season. He's 8 of 11 for 25 points in the final minutes of close games, following just Stephen Curry, 28, and LeBron James, 26. Donovan Mitchell, 23, Wembanyama, 23, and rookie superstar from France, who's taken the league by storm, Damian Lillard, 24, and Mikal Bridges, 20, are also on the list. Doncic just always finds the right play on the offensive end, said Lively, a 7'1" rookie center for Duke, and he'll discover the proper play on his own if you don't see it, whether it's him lobbing the ball, one of his teammates completing a shot, or simply witnessing the open player execute the move to an exceptionally high degree. Along with Irving and Grant Williams, a versatile power forward signed as part of a 3-team offseason deal from Boston, Doncic is also sharing leadership responsibilities. As a result, Doncic has even greater freedom today. According to Michael Malone, the coach of the Nuggets, he impacts the game across the board. His elite scoring, playmaking, and rebounding. He improves everyone around him, and it's his team. Furthermore, we are aware that when he gets the ball, he may make a big shot, and he relishes each moment. He just is what he is right now and has been for all time. Doncic wasn't sure when it began because even in his formative years, nothing seemed to matter too much. "I just enjoy playing basketball," Doncic said, "and the main periods are always the most important ones. I get something from it, even if you won't always be at the top of your game." One of Doncic's closest friends is Jokic. They make jokes, they jest at one another. Even though they don't play basketball together very often, they have a great deal of respect for one another on the court. Upon leading the Nuggets to their first ever title the season before, Jokic was named the NBA Finals MVP by Doncic, who added, "All the players or the coaches know how special he is. He's arguably the world's best basketball player right now." If that's the case, Doncic is also present. In a 124-118 loss to the Mavericks, Doncic scored 23 points, pulled down 12 rebounds, and disheveled 9 assists. Charlotte coach Steve Clifford said, "He just destroyed us. Their offense was almost entirely his doing, yet they only had 9 assists." LeBron also offered his support, saying, "Luka is one of my favorite NBA players right now, just because I love the way he plays the game, and I also play it that way. The team puts its people first, and if you challenge me, I'll win. I'll score and keep my guys involved at the same time. I'll play with passion and for the group's benefit." Even the best athletes in the world occasionally fall short of their potential, but Luka Doncic's farewell performance is still quite impressive. Think back to the 2020-21 season opener against the Phoenix Suns. Despite missing all 6 of his 3-point attempts, he ended the game with 32 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists to lead all scorers. With a league-high 17 triple-doubles in the 2019-20 season, he became the youngest player in NBA history to lead the league in triple-doubles, which is a particularly delicious record. He became the first player since Tim Duncan in the 1998-99 season to be selected for both his rookie and second NBA All-Star game, as well as being named to the All-NBA only team in that specific season. However, it's still unclear if Luka Doncic will win an MVP award in the end. It's still early to assess with only a few seasons under his belt and strong competition from guys like Joel Embiid, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Nikola Jokic, but it would be foolish to back against it. That's all, folks. We hope you have an insight into the chaos Luka Doncic is causing. Subscribe to our channel for more information.